Welcome to the channel. We're doing something different today. We are going to be going inside my budget in YNAB, doing some zero-based budgeting, cashless envelopes, whatever you want to call it, budgeting my 2 paychecks for this week. I temp full-time. Some people call it travel dental hygiene. I get paid anywhere from 1 time a week to 2 times a week. So 4 times a month to 8 times a month. So this is a real zero-based budget built around inconsistent income, not really a predictable paycheck. So let's go ahead and get right into the numbers. All right, so I got paid $1,445.81 this week. It was a 3-day work week with my pay ranging anywhere from $60 to $71 an hour. And up at the top, obviously there is a small discrepancy here. This is because $50 from one of my paychecks already went to my Roth IRA, and then I had to cover some overspending from a couple days before. Just for some quick context as we're going through the budget, I'm 37 years old, I live in Minneapolis, I'm child-free, and I live alone. So all that definitely influences how I budget. I also use these focus views in YNAB, my monthlies, my non-monthlies, my niceties, like nice to have, that are also kind of monthly, and then my nice to haves that are sporadic. These focus views are just kind of the percentages I'd like to use as far as breaking down my paycheck, but we don't worry about those right now. So that $50 is automatically contributed to my Roth IRA through Quickly, but I'm gonna click on my monthly focus view here, expand everything so we can go through and make sure that everything that is a must, because the monthly and non-monthly, those are musts. I just didn't put must right there, but these are things that must be paid. So we're gonna go to those first and fund those first. So student loans, since I need $33 more, I'm just gonna put, well, when is this student loan due? Oh, it's not due until 2026. I'm just gonna put 20 bucks here. Federal taxes, I need to pay that in about 10 days. So I'm gonna put 150 bucks here. I do get paid in a couple days, and then I get paid 2 more days after that. So there should be no problem at all. Well, there will be no problem at all funding this category, but I do wanna get halfway there right now. And being that I work through multiple apps, that's kind of why things are a little bit messy, because we have different paydays, different way they do things. Through Quickly, that's the app that allows me to split my paycheck. If I send $50 to my Fidelity Roth IRA right away, that's the app that's going to allow me to have a 401k. I'm about 50 hours away from the 250-hour threshold. And when that is in place, we're gonna be sending 5% right to the 401k. And then at that point, I'm going to adjust my Roth to be a percentage. The other 5%, I want to invest 10% rather than $50 every time I get paid. Miscellaneous things, I don't think there's any miscellaneous things that I need to buy within the next 2 days, so we'll leave that where it's at $2.02. I think I probably just skipped right over my credit card bill, but I already have the money allocated. I spent just $7.97. I think I went to Chick-fil-A or something. I keep the balance really low. I have a $200 limit, so it's very, very low because I obviously don't want to use more than 30%, so my credit score isn't suffering because my credit utilization is too high. Gas, I do need some gas by the end of this week more than likely. I'll just put 20 bucks there. Household goods, I'm also not going to be buying household goods in the next couple days, so I'm going to leave that where it's at. Oops, I fucked up is exactly what it sounds like. Oh, you forgot to budget for something, or you made a, anything that basically is costing me money and it shouldn't have. That's where that comes in. I'm gonna put $10.96 just to come up to a even 30 bucks. That seems like a nice level to have that category at for the time being. Health insurance, I am gonna go ahead and add 100 bucks to that. Maintenance and repairs, I'll just put another 50 bucks there. It's always good to have money in case the car breaks down. 100 bucks will be better than no bucks. Fund money, so fund money should be 20%, which would be what, about $300. I'm not putting $300 in my fund money. That's absurd. There's not $300 worth of stuff that I want to buy. So I'll probably just funnel a lot of that money into my savings, things I want to save for. I will, however, put $100. That seems reasonable. Good eats, so obviously groceries, I separate it by week. We're already past the first 2 weeks. I did overspend quite a bit in the second week, but I don't believe that I'm gonna be spending too much in this week. Let me put 90 bucks in there just because I don't believe I'm gonna spend. You know what, actually, I'm gonna put $45 in there, half of 90. I don't believe that I'm gonna spend $45 in the whole week. I definitely am not gonna spend $45 in the next 2 days. For the last week, I'll go ahead and put 50 bucks just because, why not? Again, I'm getting paid in 2 days and then I'm getting paid in another 2 days, so it's not crucial that all these are filled. And I honestly probably should have not done that because I don't think I have any money in for my rent, which is not good. $50, I do need to put $50 from my Tier paycheck. They do not allow you to split your paycheck. You have to put it all in one account. So I need to put 50 bucks from my Tier paycheck into my Roth IRA. I also would like to just have a round number of $2,000 here. So we'll do 9906 to come up to 2 grand. And my emergency fund, which is all 100% been saved during 75 hard. I don't think I've ever literally had $2,000 like just saved. Like that's crazy. Like that's crazy. And it's crazy that that's like its own category. So like if there was an auto, you know, if I needed to do a maintenance repair, the $100 wasn't enough, I could pull from that. Like that's crazy. That's really crazy. So YNAB is really working really good for me. Zero-based budgeting. It's awesome. Okay, rent. So we need to put a lot towards rent. Obviously you see the balance or the target 1967. We have nothing in there, which is terrible. Let's put 350, which is like not a lot, but whatever. I believe my energy bill is due here in a couple days. So I'm just gonna assign that full amount. I believe that will cover the whole bill. Internet just came out. Car insurance just came out about a week ago. Renter's insurance comes out at the same time. And phone plan just came out. So now we have $268. Let's go jump over to this overspent category, see where we are here. Oh, I think I had a couple afterpays come out. I was mentioning in one of my last videos, I do tons of buy now, pay later, but I'm not great at assigning my money. I'm not great at using YNAB the way you're supposed to. So yes, I have the money, but I haven't assigned it to the category, which is not good. I bought some glasses that have been taking forever to get here and a bag from Fabletics. So let's go ahead and just cover that overspending. And then let's go to our non-monthly musts, expand all those. Scrubs, 25 bucks, plenty. I'm not gonna be buying scrubs in the next 2 days or probably even in the next month. I'm on track for renewing my license in 2028. PPE and extras, I just bought a lot of PPE. I don't believe that I'm gonna be needing any more anytime soon, so we can leave that where it's at. And I'm on track for my CPR renewal. That's also in 2028. I do a online certification. It's like a video chat. They send you like the dummy with the inflatable lungs and they send you a little baby dummy. And so you just do it like at your house. It's great. It's really great. So I'm on track for that. Bras, I don't need to buy any more bras. Clothes, I have a ton of money set aside for clothes. I don't think I'm gonna be buying any clothes, so we're good there. Maintenance is like, you know, like face lotion or like sunscreen or anything like that. We're good for 10 bucks. Actually, I do need some sunscreen and I might, well, it doesn't cost 10, it might cost $15. I mean, it might cost like $9.90 and then like, it might cost like $11 or $12 with, you know, tax. So I'll just add 5 bucks. So we're at 15. And let's see, what do we do here? Parking, I'll just add 3 bucks to make it 10, just to be like a round number. My future car, I'll add 50 bucks there just to add 50 bucks. I mean, I got all this money that I need to assign. Electronics replacements. So I do know that we will be having some money come out for my cell phone. I did a buy now, pay later on that too, but I think that's not coming out for like another 3 weeks. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm just gonna let that be, it's 20 cents. We'll worry about that when I get paid next. Google One, we're not renewing that for, I guess, till 2026. So we're on track there. All right, so now we get to move on to our nice to haves. Let's see what we have here. Next month's money, I really don't use that category. A lot of people use it to like, if they have money left over, they put it in next month's money. So that way they can just like get down to YNAB broke, because that's always the goal. The goal is for your ready to assign to be at 0. You wanna be YNAB broke. You wanna give every dollar a job. So I do need to put $1 into here because this is my like Patreon, any type of way I'm supporting people like Patreon, or like if I had a YouTube membership or something. So the one Patreon subscription I have is to Watch What Crappens and it's $11.99 a month. So now we're good on that. Wellness would be like, if I wanted to buy more workout clothes or workout gear or anything like that, 50 bucks is plenty in there. My furniture, we're good for now. I just finished paying my last buy now, pay later for my couch. I do wanna buy some outdoor furniture, but it's December here and I believe the high today was in the negative, so I don't have to worry about that for months and months. We're totally good there. Maintenance and upgrades would be like, so I moved from a studio into 1 bedroom, so I had to buy like a coffee table, right? Because I have a living room now. It's fine at $563. I've been here for a couple months and I think I have pretty much everything I need. Actually just got a free month of ChatGPT. I haven't been subscribing anyway, so that 20 bucks has been there for quite a while. Learning new things would be kind of like hobbies. That's like another way to describe it. $10 is fine. I'm not gonna have a new hobby in the next 2 days. And really the hobby that I wanna have is sewing. That's like the one thing I really wanna get into. And I have a whole nother category for all the sewing things I need broken down because sewing is an expensive hobby. ATK, that's America's Test Kitchen. I'm definitely not subscribing to ATK anytime soon, so that can stay where it's at. Plan to Eat is meal planning software. I'm not really doing a lot of cooking, so that's fine. And the reason that it's $24.50 is when you buy their subscription for a year during the Black Friday sale, it's half price. But I'm pretty sure last year I bought it and I did not use it, not even one time. So I didn't repurchase it this year, even though, 50% off would be nice. I'll just save up the full $49. Who knows, maybe it'll be a whole nother year that I go without using it and then I've saved the subscription fee. Sam's Club, I actually do need to renew my Sam's Club membership. It is expired and I go there for gas and cheese. YNAB, we're on track. This is a paid software, by the way. I believe it costs $109, which is absurd, but it is what it is. Business builder would be things for like, I want to eventually, make money from YouTube or affiliate marketing or digital products. So that would be what that's for, this category group, I guess you might call it. I'm using another website for music right now, Thematic. It's not great. Epidemic Sound would totally be worth it, but I would like to be a lot more comfortable, have a lot more goals filled before I start paying for Epidemic Sound, because it's just like, Thematic will do. It'll totally do, especially for free, it will do. Freedom Creator Club is this like club, I believe it's like, I'm not really sure what it is, to be honest with you. You could just Google it if you want to know. But she raised her prices. It used to be $59, was it a year? A month? $59 a month, and now she changed it to $99 a month, which is crazy. So probably not gonna be doing that for a while. Now, this category is my travel category. Just leave, it's just like if I wanna get the hell up out of here. I'll put 50 bucks in there, why not? No, I'm gonna put 20 bucks in there. For my cruise, I'm going on a cruise in February of 2027. It was supposed to be a cruise with people from my dental hygiene class, but then of course, when it became time to book, all the people who said that they were super interested in it, all of a sudden stuff changed. So it might just be me, might just be a couple other girls from my class. I'm not 100% sure. I'll put an extra 20 bucks in there because why not? And I'm breaking down everything. So the flight, the hotel, I'll put 20 bucks in each. The transport is like, like the Uber from the hotel or the airport to the hotel to the ship. I'll just go ahead and put the $5.89 in there. I don't know, whatever, now we're on track, that's great. Career travel would be if I wanted to go to like a conference for dental hygiene, but I can't really see that happening, me wanting to actually do that, so we'll leave it at a 0. I do wanna go to Thailand for my birthday in June, which haha, look how much money I need. My balance that I'm going for is $7,000. I don't know how much tickets cost. I used to be a flight attendant. My mom has been a flight attendant for my whole life. I've bought, a handful of flights in my life. I've never bought an international flight. I do not know how much it costs. Like I just have no idea. So I just put $7,000. And then for actual, so I put 20 bucks in that category. And then for actual, hotel things in Thailand, I'm $3,000. So it's $10,000 for that trip. Again, no idea. We'll see. Stick around, you'll see how much it costs. Okay, Threadloop is a website for sewing. So we're totally good to have. Why do I have this under, this should actually be in a different view. This should be under savings. So I'm gonna change that really quick. So we're gonna go to manage views. We're gonna go to niceties. We're going to take out Threadloop because that should be in savings. So we're gonna put it in savings. Yeah, that should be with all the other sewing stuff. Oh, it's in guilt-free, I guess, or fun money, whatever I call it. So let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's in there too. Great. All right, so it's out of there, perfect. And renter's insurance. This is like if I wanted to buy my renter's insurance on a 6-month basis instead of 1 month, which also, speaking of, I believe I have to pay $1 a month or $2 a month because I'm paying monthly for my car insurance, or renter's insurance rather, instead of 6 months. So that $1 comes out of my oops, I fucked up fund because like truly I should just be spending, first of all, I think you get a discount if you do, every 6 months or, twice a year instead of paying by the month. So I would be getting a discount and not paying an extra dollar. So yeah, I fucked up if I do that. So I'll just assign the $14.64. Now we're back down to $28.38, which is great. Let's see what else we can do. Let's open this up. I feel like I already saw PPE and extras somewhere else. Right, because that was in monthly, no, was that in non-monthly must? Yes, it was. So we need to take that out because it's actually not a nice thing to have PPE. Like, I need it. Like, I wear an overgarment when I work, and I'm not going to like have aerosols all over my body and then bring that into my car, into my home. I'm just not gonna do it. So I need to take that out of that category. Water delivery. Oh, speaking of, I like accidentally overspent. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I think he's scheduled to come in like a couple weeks, so I probably should add some money here. I'll just add $10. I might push him out a couple weeks. Actually, I'll add $8.38 to make it so I only have $20 left to assign. And concerts, live entertainment, we're good there. Baby back bitch is if I'm sick and I want like Instacart to bring me medicine, or if I want to like order food and I'm sick or something. Because when I'm sick, I'm like a little baby back bitch. Like, I don't want to do anything. I'm not in the mood, like, leave me alone. So there you go. Celebrating and entertaining. I'm not celebrating, I'm not entertaining, that's fine. Books, $10 for books, that's great. Gifts. I know it's Christmas time, but like I said, I'm child free, I'm single. I'm not buying anybody any gifts. I could probably buy my niece a gift, but she probably gets a lot of gifts from her mother and her father and her stepfather. So she's probably doing okay. I don't even know if she would care about a gift from me. Like, when I was 14, yes, I appreciated all gifts that I got, but I didn't remember if like, I don't remember when I was 14, what aunt did or did not buy me a gift, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna keep my $20 for myself for now. I feel like we definitely saw maintenance already. I guess because, well, that was probably a non-monthly, right? Let me look, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take that out of niceties because like lotion for your face, like you have to have it. You can't like not moisturize your face. So that's not a nicety, that's a must. All right, let's take that out. Hair care, that's definitely a nicety because I could do my own hair. I just choose not to. So $60, we're good there. We're gonna be spending that pretty soon. We're on track for a new passport, which is like in 10 years. So we're totally good there. Ivory Mix is another one of these websites for like building a business. I believe they sell like pre-made templates and stuff and like PLR things that you can buy and edit and sell yourself, but I'm not worried about it. Tamales, my friend owns a tamale company, so eventually I want to buy like a really big order from her. $10, okay, I'll add $5. Subscription treats, like stuff like the 10 Fish Club, which you probably never heard of, Wild Grain, which you might have heard of, like Harry and David fruit baskets, things like that. I'm gonna add $5 more because it would make my life if I could freaking get a fruit basket in the mail. Like, if you want to buy me something, like you want to buy me something, buy me an edible arrangement, baby, because I love an edible arrangement. I know edible arrangement is kind of like a joke, like, oh, edible. No, I'm telling you, don't buy me one dipped in chocolate because I don't like chocolate, but buy me an edible arrangement. If I ever walked up to my door and saw edible arrangement, oh my God, it's going down. So I'll have $5 there. Then I have $10. Great, I'll put the $10 to luxury nonsense. It's basically like designer things like Louis Vuitton, luxury nonsense. It is what it sounds like. So there we are. We have gone through all our 4 main category views. The fixed, save, fund, debt, and invest, they are what they sound like. It's more of if I were to try to, take my paycheck and allocate it by percentage. But, it's like really messy because like I said, I get paid anywhere from 4 to 8 times a month and it's not predictable. It is predictable, but it's not because these offices can cancel on you. And if they cancel more than 24 hours, that's it. And maybe you've found the shift you wanted, but then by the time they cancel, there's no other shifts out there. So, it's not predictable. That's what I'm trying to say in so many words. As I said a couple times, I'll be getting paid in a couple days and then 2 more days after that. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know if you are budgeting and you have like an inconsistent income, how are you budgeting it? Like, do you budget by paycheck? Do you budget by month? And tell me like, how often do you get paid? Do you get paid once a month? Do you get paid twice a month? Do you get paid like up to 8 times a month like I do? I'm really interested to know. So let me know in the comments, and I'll be back next week maybe to do this if you guys want. Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.